doing a bit more on this one and other drawings as well. I definitely want to finish these. That Walking Dead one that I've had for a while, and that Mars Attacks, and there's this like red zombie head. I've just started adding like pink Copic markers to it just to add a bit more to that. Definitely going to try and ink them at some point, them quick sketches I did in yesterday's vlog. But I'm just thinking about what I could do with a background on this, the Thing spider head sketch thing. I'm thinking it's going to be like maybe greys in the background, and then it gets lighter on the floor, so there's some kind of edge to the floor, maybe about there or something, and then I can don't know, or maybe just like the corner of a room, do a line down there and it's like a corner, and then one side's heavily shaded, the other side's just like maybe another shade of grey or something like that. I'll figure it out. It's usually what I usually think about with these drawings. I get stuck sometimes and trying to think what I could add in the background, if I'm going to add it, you know, a background. But I think I will, because it just looks a bit empty in the background on this one. But something like that, I'll leave the background white because it just stands out, I think. So yeah, so do a bit more on that later. Try and finish more of these. It's all about finishing artwork, that's what I said. Try and finish some works. That's a blank piece of paper under there. Yeah, so I'll just get on with it. So I've got these things to quickly ink. I'm just gonna go over them quickly, and then I'm gonna neaten stuff up a bit later on. Yeah, so it's like Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, unmasked and with mask. So I just want the two on one sheet for now. There'll be two different art prints, so I'll have to trim it at some point, but it's best just to work on them first and sort of hope for the best. That's why I'll do some quick ink lines here and there where I need to, and tighten up the inks a bit more later on, off camera. So like I said, these are going to be more little art prints, sort of like, well, there will be like A5 size or thereabouts, so quite small prints, but I'm gonna colour these ones as well. Be good to do. So I want the basic outline, maybe like the thicker bits along the outside, maybe some thick outlines with some gaps, then I can fill them in with some thin ink pens. Yeah, what I'm going to have to do when I do these vlogs is maybe do it when it's at a quieter time, because you can usually hear dickheads outside and stuff, you know, just irritating really. I've got to try and get on with work, and then, you know, you just hear people who just want to be heard, you know. Even I don't want to hear them, you know. Just right annoying. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm going to colour these up once I've inked them. I need to do more finer ink, and I'm going to do loads of like details, especially on that one. You just got to do a couple of maggots crawling on his face and that, and should be quite cool. Yeah, should be. And then do like a outline there on the bottom jaw. Keep it all fairly loose for now. Maybe do the boiler suit collar there. Just get that in there. Yeah, so in the films, I remember in Friday the 13th, there was quite lots of variations of the head really. The earlier ones was like a deformed looking head, but later on it just became like a rotten sort of head, so I don't know whether they did away with that deformed, like childlike look, you know, of the original Jason Voorhees, but I do like the really rotten looking one, you know, which like loads of detail on that in the later ones, the later films. I'll have to get the DVDs because I haven't watched them for a good few years really, and I miss them types of films. Awesome and fun. Yeah, so done the basic inking on that one with the thick ink pen, the brush pen. I'm just going to work on this. I think that mask needs a bit of reworking, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink the neck and the back of the head. Just try and just add bits. So yeah, I think it does need a bit more sketching just to get it exactly right. So I'm just going to get the old pencil, getting some Instagram notifications. A little bump there for the nose. I'm sure there's a strap bit on the top of the head. I'm going to draw it in anyway. I'll just have to check, but I'm sure there is. I think that's a bit better. No, I've neatened off that. And the eyes will be in there as well. Move them down slightly, a little bit. I just have to work out where all the... I've got some reference pictures so I can work out all the little circles are for this hockey mask. Maybe there's a few little scratches and stuff and cracks. Got that as well. Little strap there. Yeah, that needs some ink in, I think. With some thinner ink pens. So yeah, the idea was just to, like I said, just quickly ink these, and I can spend a bit more time on them later on, filling in lots more of the detail. I really like drawing rotten looking faces. It's almost like a zombie, but it's more supernatural, I think, than that, because he just keeps coming back, doesn't he? But you know, I think a lot of people don't like the Jason Goes to Hell, because it sort of explains why he keeps coming back and, you know, things like that. But I quite like that film. I thought it was quite good at the time. The one that I didn't like was when he was in space, like Jason X. Number 10, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. It's good, but not, you know, it's a bit, I don't know. I like a lot of the other ones. The earlier, the 80s sort of ones. The later ones of the series. Good movies. Classics. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll just ink some more of these, and I'll come back and show you what I've done. It's just a case of, well, not tracing over stuff, but going over the lines that I've done and just adding more texture to it, like rotten bits and things like that, and then I can erase all the pencil lines and start to colour these, and then thinking at some point trimming it exactly in half, and then they're on little art prints then. So yeah. So I've near enough inked these two. Basic inking. I'd like to add a few more details, but I think I want to erase the pencil lines and get to work on adding colour to these, and then just split it in half, and then them two drawings are done. Yeah, so I'm getting there with a few bits and pieces. Started to add a bit of background. I decided it's going to be like a corner of the room, but I need to do a bit of an angle on that side perhaps. But I just realised this drawing, it just reminds me of, for some reason, let me just get a bit closer. I started to colour the hair like a bit gingery, sort of thing, like it is in the original movie. It's supposed to be like a fat guy, you know, has a heart attack, and then, you know, his heart stops, and then, you know, all hell breaks loose and turns into this, you know, the thing, and his head falls off and all that, you know. But I just realised it seems to look like the original Willy Wonka to me, you know, just upside down, you know, the head. So I don't know how to try and alter it. Also, it might just be me, but it just, you know, Gene Wilder, the original Willy Wonka. I don't know. I just had that mad thought, and it's just, that's all I can see now. You know, obviously I can see the like legs and stuff coming out of its head, and the other eyeballs, but it's just that head. It's just glaring at me. Anyway, but I'm just working a bit more on that. I want to try and finish this, and start to colour these, and then you know, we're getting some progress in there as well. I've started to add a bit more to this one as well. Bit more skin tones on there, and then the rest is all just like pink flesh and other stuff. Just keep balancing it up with Copic markers and coloured pencils, and just see what I can do with that. And that one, just maybe more of the grey background, just fill it in all on the top, and then do some more pencil work, little bits of details, and then that one's done. So I'm getting there. I just need to push through and focus on a lot of these, and obviously the Mars Attacks one, I really want to get that out of the way, because I've left that hanging for ages. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll end the vlog there, but I'm gonna try and update on these few at least, and I will do, because I want to get these finished, really do. What else is happening? What else? I'll be doing more paint sketching, because I just love paint sketching, so we'll be doing that. I might try and fit in a video over the weekend. Yeah, more sketch cards I'm working on, but you'll see them. A couple of commissions, but nothing much at the moment. Yeah, so try and finish these, and then just try and get something listed for sale, like make some art prints and things. But I do like these, unmasked Jason and a masked Jason. You wouldn't think that was like Jason, because it's, you know, I've gone with the sort of not the deformed head like one, you know, like I said earlier on, but you know, I like it, so I'm gonna stick with it, try and colour them really good. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna end that there, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers now.